Why are people leaving Norway? Right, you heard it right. Why are people leaving Norway? They're not living in Norway, but they're leaving Norway. So, if you want to know about this, I will be sharing some facts and some of the experiences that people have shared with me who have already left Norway. So, please watch this video till the end. So guys, before we delve into the topic, I would like to say that please share this video and subscribe to our channel, because now the content on this channel will be in English and it will be purely informative. For more of the emotional and the dramatic content from our daily lives, do watch Namaste Norway vlogs. Now, keeping that aside, let's come back to the point. So the first thing is, and which according to me, I think this is a paradox. The paradox is that Norway is always considered as a country with a very high human development index, which means that it gives you all of that which a person who is living, he would like to have in his life. But then the question is that why are people leaving a country like Norway? Point number one is increase in wealth taxes. Do you know that in the previous year, that is 2022, more than 30 billionaires and millionaires, they have left Norway and they have settled in countries like Switzerland, Italy or Canada. And what is the reason for it? The reason for it is that the new government, they have imposed even higher wealth taxes. Now let's talk about Kjell Inge Røkke. So if you don't know about him, he is actually, I would say, one of the most successful businessmen in Norway. Companies such as Aker Group, he owns them. So he recently moved out of Norway, although he's a Norwegian citizen. And the reason what he gave was, again, the same, that the wealth taxes that he had to pay if he was in Norway was much higher. So guys, this was the story with the billionaires and millionaires, but they are not the only one who are moving out of Norway. But there are other common people like us who have also moved out of Norway. And from now on, whatever I share, this is something which some of the people have shared with me. So the second point why people have moved out of Norway is because of lack of jobs where English is being spoken. So consider this scenario that Mr. X comes from a country like India and he's an IT guy, a typical scenario, and he comes with his wife who is having a social sciences background, and they move to Norway in a very happy state. And over the years, 1 or 2 years, if the lady doesn't get a very good grasp of Norwegian, then she is frustrated, and when she gets frustrated, then you know what happens. The dynamics of the family changes, and the reason for her frustration is because her background is social sciences, and the same goes for the medical profession. If you don't speak Norwegian at a, I would say, minimum of a B1 level, then it is very hard for you to get a job, right? And since it is hard for you to get a job, then people have chosen to move out of Norway. So I know, I would say, couple of couples who fall under this category. So non-English speaking jobs is another reason. And the third reason is, which might not be a whammy or a surprise for most of us, that is the cold climate. So people who are generally coming from warm regions, and when they come here in summer, they are very happy, because in summer, you know, Norway is heaven. But as the winter sets in, they have literally, you know, few of them have called me and they have said, we cannot survive this winter, what should we do? So, you know, I try to give them certain advice that, okay, do this, do that. So it's not just about the winters, but also the darkness. And if you are a vegetarian, then you don't even eat fish, you don't eat chicken, and then again, few of the people have also experienced depression. So the fourth reason why people have left Norway is because they're not happy with the medical services over here. And the reason for this is that, okay, hospitals, they are well equipped, you have a lot of general practitioners, but if suppose you need a specialist appointment, for example, an appointment for your neurology or for your spine, then you might have to wait 5 to 6 months in the worst case, right? And in one of the special cases, there was a surgery which was done, and that surgery was not done up to the mark, and the couple was very frustrated because of this, and then they left Norway and they got settled in another country. So that could also be the reason. Okay guys, so another reason, I don't know anyone who has who had followed this thought process, but another reason could be high inflation and high personal taxes in Norway. So suppose if your agenda in life is that, okay, I am coming out of my native country for 5 or 6 years and I want to earn a lot of money, I want to save a lot of money, right? It's not just about earning, but it's also about saving. So then how do I save a lot of money in Norway? Because first of all, you have to pay huge amount of taxes, right? You get benefits, no doubt about that. And the second is that the inflation, oh my God, it's killing at present in Norway. And then, as I mentioned, if your agenda is to save money, then you cannot do here. People might have this tendency to go out of Norway and to work in Middle Eastern countries where you don't have to actually, pay a lot of taxes. So that could be one of the reasons. I don't know anyone who has done that, but this could be actually one of the factors why. Now, another point could be the family and the visa reasons. So let me tell you one thing, that a lot of people, especially if you're coming from India, you have a lot of social obligations that you want to take care of your parents, right? So now, unlike US or Canada, you cannot move your parents to Norway for lifelong if both of them are alive and they are not divorced. So you can check all of these details on UDI. And since they cannot move with you in Norway, then the only option you have is that if you want to take care of them, you would have to leave Norway, right? And one more appendix or addenda to this is movie, that is Norway versus Mrs. Chatterjee. That has, kind of instilled people with a lot of hatred against, I would say, the Norwegian Barneven system. So because of that also people have this misconception, I would say, or they have formed this image that, okay, the moment you go there and the moment, for example, if you feed your child with your hand and if you co-sleep with your child, Barneven gonna interrupt and they will take this and they will take or they will separate the family. So that is also one of the reasons, which is not the truth, and this is actually preventing people from coming to Norway, not leaving Norway. So I don't know of any case who has left Norway after watching this movie, but again, in this movie there has been a case which you all know, and because of that the family, especially the mother side, they had to leave Norway. So this could also be one of the reasons. So guys, another factor because of which people have left Norway, that is loneliness. And I again know a couple of people who have left Norway because of the loneliness. So they come to Norway with a lot of enthusiasm that they will do this, they will do that, getting inspired by a lot of Hollywood movies. But then they are hit by a wall. They are not able to make good friends. They are not able to find, you can say, boyfriend or girlfriend. And they have actually chosen to go out of Norway because of this reason. So this is also very I would say very important or a very weighing factor because of which people have left Norway. Some of the factors which are on the top of our heads, which we did a little bit of research and we found out that these could be some of the factors. So now the question to you is that would you leave Norway because of the factors which we have enlisted, and do you consider some other factors which can kind of change your decision of not staying in Norway? So please write down in the comments and do let us know how was our video. Do you like it? You don't like it? You're free to share in the comment section, and if you like it then please share it, and don't forget to watch our vlogs, our personal vlogs on our another channel, that is Namaste Norway Vlogs. So hopefully you like this video. Namaste from Norway.